One of the most positive outcomes of our stay-at-home quarantine in 2020 has to be our philosophy class. Never before has the Colorado Center for the Blind experienced such a variety of guests, from leaders in the NFB, authors, business owners, a blind reporter, a race car driver, and countless others. They gave their time to talk to our students and staff, giving their life stories and advice. So sit back and listen to just a sample of some of the highlights.
We are so honored and thrilled to have Jean Brown with us today.
I say to each one of you, never hold back. Whatever your ambitions are, go for it. Whatever you choose to do in your life, be strong, hold your head up, and even if you seem to get weak at certain points, it's okay. That's why we're here. That's why the members of the National Federation of the Blind are a part of your family. We love you and we want you all to succeed. That's our message.
I think of Marianne as being a very gracious person, and she's a wonderful, great role model.
You've got to bring something that is so over the top better than what sighted people have in order for most employers to look beyond the dog or the cane or the limited vision.
We are very, very honored today to have Mark Riccobono, President of the National Federation of the Blind, on our call with us.
Although you're going to be much, 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 much better off for going to get training at the Colorado Center. When you graduate, you will not know everything you need to know. You will not have all the skills developed that you need to have to go the places you want to go, but you will have the fundamental understanding and the basic skills to build all those skills you're going to need later. And if there's anything that's been very apparent to me in the last month, it's that there's just some things you can never adequately prepare for. And in the last month, I have dealt with situations and conversations and managing things that I just had never even contemplated having to deal with. And it really comes back to the training and understanding that I got at the Colorado Center to do that.
2.5 years ago, I started out for the biggest project I've ever had in my life. I wanted to become the world's fastest blind man. A blind man in England named Mike Newman has the Guinness Book of World Record at 200.4 miles per hour, and he does with human assistance. So I want to bring that record home to America. For the last 2.5 years, I've been building a 2008 C6 Corvette with the sole purpose to become the world's fastest blind man with a goal of 210 miles an hour.
Today, our speaker is going to be Gary O'Donoghue. He actually works for the BBC.
It's an interesting balance between not pretending to be a sighted person. I certainly don't do that, and I don't want to do that. But at the same time, you know, if you're not actually looking vaguely in the right direction, then you're not going to be able to communicate in the way you'd want to, because everyone at home's thinking, what's he doing? And once they're thinking that, they're not listening to what you're saying.
I am so excited today that we have Mike Kingston on the call with us.
I want you all to remember that. Turn perceived liabilities into assets, because bottom line is blindness is a perceived liability. I submit it's not a liability, but it's a perceived one.
I'm really excited today that we get to have Ron Brown on our call.
Now, one of the things you may think is, man, this guy has worked and done everything, but you always have to make time to play. You have to, because in living the life you want, you have to have some recreation time, or else you'll get burned out on work and all of that. I love my jobs. I love my businesses that I own, but I do love to play too.
We are so excited to have Curtis Chong on with us today.
My advice to you is to approach compliments with a certain amount of care. Does the person really recognize that you did a good job? Do you believe that you did a good job? Or are they just trying to shine you on because they think that if you can tie your shoe, you are a great person. If anybody tells you you're doing a great job, verify in your own mind that that person really has a high enough opinion of you that they're going to tell you the truth if you're not.
Well, I want to thank you all for your attention today. I learned some things today. Now, you would think, oh my God, she's so old, she probably knows everything. Or else, she's so old, she doesn't care. None of those things are true. I'm still learning things every day. And I just really enjoyed doing this. And I thank you all for your contributions. I'll say one last thing. Make the most of your time at the center. It is a very inclusive, loving environment. And when you leave there and you go back into your hometown, wherever you live, it's going to be different. It's going to be very different. And because of your changes, people aren't going to be used to you, seeing you, lots of you with a white cane, seeing you traveling independently, not having someone drive you everywhere you want to go. And so that will be quite a change. I say this because I urge you strongly to keep in touch. Keep in touch. The follow-up is so important because it can be pretty distressing and it can be truly wonderful. That is what I'm going to leave you with today.